10 of the most emotional moments this NFL season start with something that ruined a player's career forever, and it all started with this play.
His second series, that's through the hands of his... Oof, that's a dangerous hit. Jay Ward going low.
Right knee, bud?
Yeah.
JB coming in? Yeah. Sorry.
Your heart breaks for a player like Zach Ertz. You want to talk about another wonderful person.
And teammates didn't just gather around Zach Ertz as he cried from the excruciating pain. Things got even more emotional when his injury was diagnosed as one of the worst in sports, a torn ACL that'll probably end his career early. But at number 9, Stefon Diggs got emotional after accomplishing his biggest dream. He eventually couldn't hold back his tears this season because Diggs has been one win away from making the Super Bowl. And one of those moments led to arguably the saddest pictures in NFL history, him all alone watching his opponents celebrate. This season, he didn't just help lead his new team back to playing for a chance at the Super Bowl. Once they eventually won, Diggs couldn't hold back the tears, knowing his biggest dream finally came true.
I see your tears. What are your emotions feeling like right now going to the Super Bowl?
I'm just so proud of this team, man. You don't know how hard this year has been, bro, battling the injury and coming back. It made it all worth it, man. All the hard work, man. We got one more, man. I just want to rejoice and take this moment in and just be thankful for God. Man, Eric, man, they was calling me washed. Said I ain't having no more, man. I just wanted to, terrible. I just wanted to prove it to myself. I am who I say I am. Man, just thank you, man. I'm thankful.
But as emotional as Diggs got after the win, at number 8, another player's even more emotional moment came after one of the most important people in his life died. Amani Joy is Charvarius Ward's daughter that ended up making him so emotional this season, it seemed like he wanted to disappear from the world. Because just a year ago, Ward made a heartbreaking announcement that since Amani was born prematurely and with Down syndrome, those complications gave her heart issues until right before her 2nd birthday. It sadly ended her life. Losing his daughter was so devastating to Ward that his family felt forced to move out the state that the tragedy took place in. And it even gave him a serious mental health issue, post-traumatic stress disorder.
I feel like this year probably was the worst year of my career, just because I went through out the field and everything like that with my daughter and my son. I almost lost my son early on in the pregnancy as well, before I lost my daughter.
And as heartbroken as he already seemed, things didn't get any easier this season as he constantly made posts about Amani being gone. And right before it was supposed to be her birthday, Ward didn't just make a post including pictures of them, as well as cupcakes with candles like he was celebrating without Amani. It felt like he wanted to give up on everything when he said that he hasn't even been happy since she left, then said fuck football, fuck money, fuck any type of fame, don't care for none of it, lost without my baby, and even deleted his entire Instagram. Damn, someone needs to check if he's okay. But listen, not every emotional moment this season was from players being sad. At number 7, a coach felt completely different emotions after humiliating a team that he hates. See, right as the season was about to start, all that the Bears' new coach could say was,
I wanted to stay in this division. To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
But hating on the Packers and their coach that time wasn't as emotional as things would soon become. Because even though the Bears are historically known to always get destroyed by the Packers, as well as suck ass every single year, this season when they faced off in the first round of the playoffs, the Bears not only created one of the biggest comebacks in postseason history to absolutely stun their rivals.
1-yard field goal off the foot of Santos, and that one is good. Chase throws, and it's caught! In the pocket, fires, caught, touchdown! Olamide Zacchaeus into the end zone. Williams throwing, and it's caught for the touchdown by DJ Moore.
After the win, their coach got extremely emotional in the locker room.
Hell yeah!
He's hilarious for that. But speaking of the Bears and lots of emotion, at number 6, one of their players getting emotional this season actually involved $10 million. This is Tyson Bagent, a player who had no idea how emotional he would become after he was overlooked by every single team in the draft and never even selected. But eventually, once he got an opportunity and signed with the Bears, he started making a bit of a name for himself as he leveled up. And since the team eventually didn't want to let him go in free agency this season, They actually blessed him with a life-changing contract extension worth $10 million. To Tyson, that was life-changing money that he never imagined he'd make, so it of course made him lose control of his emotions.
Yeah, I think that, a lot of people don't know this, but, my dad is he's my right-hand man, and he didn't even have running water until he was in high school, so there's definitely a lot of things and people that I think I could certainly help with this gift I've been blessed with. But yeah, just little things like that. Like, I don't really know anybody back at home with any money, so yeah, it feels good. I mean, it's certainly a weight off my shoulders and my family's shoulders, and yeah, it definitely means a lot.
Damn, who would have known his story was so deep? But at number 5, Josh Allen's moment was so emotional, it made him and his teammates cry. Everyone was sad since this season was supposed to be different for the Bills. Because after suffering heartbreaking losses deep in the playoffs year after year after year, people started talking about how maybe as good as Josh Allen was, he just didn't have it in him to win a championship. Until this season, when all of his rivals like Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow didn't make the playoffs, and the Bills instantly became the favorites. This was supposed to be Josh's and the Bills' moment to seize, especially when they were about to face off against the team that they were supposed to beat. During that game, Josh turned the ball over not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 4 times, which wasn't just the biggest choke of his life, it was the exact reason why they lost. Man, after the game, Josh broke down knowing how much he let himself, his teammates, and the entire city of Buffalo down.
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight. I hate how it ended, and it's gonna stick with me for a long time.
And if Josh being so upset that he couldn't even look up wasn't emotional enough, his teammates couldn't hold back tears while trying to have his back.
I wish I could point fingers, man, and get a couple calls back. I can't wait to see the film and what really happened with some of them plays. And he let us down.
I look back and like, man, what can I have done to be able to alleviate some of that pressure from him?
You just gotta feel bad for all of them, because they might never even have a chance to win it all like that ever again. But their emotional moment was nothing like number 4, where another player's emotional moment happened after something saved his life. Alex Singleton had just gone so off during a game that the NFL felt like testing him to see if he was taking any illegal substances. But deep down, Alex knew he wasn't using anything or breaking any rules, so he didn't think much of it. Until only a few weeks later, after Alex played in another game, he opened his locker and found a very serious letter.
I opened the FedEx thing, then it says confidential. I'm like, what is this? Rip it open. All I see is what the hormone was. Pretty much you're either injecting something or you have testicular cancer. And I'm like, well, neither of those make sense for me.
Now, things were very serious. So the thought of possibly having cancer made him instantly go to the doctor, where, unfortunately, he heard the worst news possible, that it was indeed cancer. And that made the scary reality of the situation set in.
We get to the doctor, and I said, if it's above a 50% chance I have cancer, I need you to tell me right now so I can call the team and get them involved. And he looked me in the eye, looked my wife in the eye, and he said it's at least 95% chance you have cancer.
I think whenever I talk about it with other people or tell them, I would just break down. But in front of Alex, I was like, I'm the strong one. We're getting through this.
But as terrifying as all that sounded, since Alex caught it early and almost immediately got surgery, the operation wasn't just successful. Scans revealed the cancerous cells thankfully didn't spread and allowed him to recover enough to play in a game less than a month later, which might not have ever happened if that random drug test didn't come into his life. That saved his life, but I could see an emotional moment coming from a player almost dying. I never, ever thought I'd see number 3, where an NFL owner made his own player cry. That's partially because this season, when the Jets started so badly that they were 0-7, the absolute worst team in football, if their star player Justin Fields giving his all to a team that sucked, then getting criticized by fans for losing wasn't already emotional enough, things got even worse when the team owner said this.
It's hard when you have a quarterback with, with a rating that we got. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results.
Now, publicly giving up on his own player like that was something nobody expected, especially Justin. That's why just a few days later, after they finally won their first game of the season, Justin let the entire world know what he was going through.
It's been a lot for me, emotionally, spiritually. When I was on the field, I was damn near about to start crying, but not because we won, but just because of the goodness of God. And I'm gonna get pretty vulnerable right here, but this week I kind of, I found myself in my closet crying, on the ground, laying down.
Man, I knew it took some real guts to be that vulnerable about his emotions. But in number 2, both Davante Adams and Matt Stafford went through 2 of the most different emotional moments of the entire season. First, Davante couldn't hold back tears after making NFL history in an embarrassing way. Because this season after his team lost with a chance to go to a Super Bowl, it was the 5th time in Davante's career that he was just 1 win away from playing for his first championship. And since a heartbreaking stat like that made him one of only 2 players to ever lose that many chances at a ring, this time, Davante broke down.
How would you describe how Matthew and the offense played today?
I'm proud of the way the guys fought today.
It's emotional right now, but how excited are you for the future of this team and being a part of it?
I mean, it's tough to focus on that right now. It's a tough moment that we're in right now, so I can process the emotions of this and then worry about that. But I mean, obviously I love this team, love what this team is about, and the fight that we had all year. And it just sucks to come up short.
Damn, but getting emotional about not being good enough was actually the opposite reason why Stafford actually got tricked into getting emotional himself. See, since he played like the absolute best player all season long and was the favorite to win the MVP, his team made him think he was coming in to review film, where he got this instead.
Focus, ladies.
What do you think makes your daddy such a good football player?
When he throws the ball to his teammate and when the teammates make the touchdown. He does no lookers. When he get knocked down, he's showing an example that he's tough because he's always the first one to wake up on his team and he studies really hard.
Is there a special message that you would like to tell your dad?
That I always would love him, he always loved me. I love you, Daddy. Congratulations on being the most valuable dad.
Why do you think your dad is the best dad in the world?
Because he plays football.
MVP!
MVP! MVP!
That was unexpected. Thank you.
Man, you just gotta respect Matt for his incredible year. But as heartwarming as that moment was, the most emotional moment this season had an entire team heartbroken when a player went on a high-speed chase with police and died. Something that devastating happened to Marshawn Nealon, a player that scored the first touchdown of his career this season.
O'Donnell has it blocked into the end zone in a race. And a touchdown. Sam Williams blocked it. Nealon the touchdown.
Now, you'd think making his best play and living out his dream in the NFL would have Marshawn feeling like he finally accomplished his goals. But only 2 days later, something terrible happened.
We have breaking news right now. Texas officials say they're investigating the death of Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealon as a Now troopers say Nealon shot himself after refusing to stop for a traffic violation.
It turned out that behind the scenes, Marshawn had a dark history with mental illness, which many people believe is the reason he ran from police, then sadly took his own life. And since the whole situation shocked the entire NFL world, his teammates honored him any way they could. Then the league had an emotional moment of silence for Marshawn before the first game since the tragedy. Man,